think about boxing and men be like, oh, they go blow for blow. Women go to war. It's a different type of fight.
Every girl I fought, it's been a fight. There's not that many women that fight, and a lot of times there aren't females on the card in general. But each person comes and they can fight.
Give it different angles. Don't stay in the same spot in front of her. She's here to help you, so let's feel pleasant. All right? Very positive.
My name's auden. I'm currently an amateur boxer. I train at a thesis gym.
My name is Nisa Rodriguez. I am 31 years old. I am, I guess, Olympic level boxer. I've won every tournament there is in New York and in Puerto Rico and internationally. Pretty close besides making it to the Olympics and not being able to compete.
My name is Alexis. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Buffalo, New York. And I started with Taekwondo, transitioned to kickboxing. Then from there, I got more serious about Muay Thai and boxing, and those are the two that I'm mainly in right now.
My name is Angelica Cividanis. I'm 24 years old. I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Women's boxing is definitely having a moment, and there's a huge surge, even as of the past few years.
Because women are coming up and like, we not sticking to the standards.
You feel me? Taking somebody?
Documentary.
Oh, okay.
The only female boxer I knew of was Layla Ali because of Muhammad Ali. It wasn't because she was Layla Ali.
Females, I don't really know by names, but know by faces.
The main reason I went into boxing was because, like every other boxer or person from the Bronx, I was getting into a lot of brawls, I was getting into a lot of fights, and my father just brought me to the gym and was like, you want to hit something? Go into boxing.
Boxing constantly forces you to look in the mirror at yourself and decide whether you're ready to level up and be a better person.
Being the only girl in the gym at that time, under 17 with a lot of men, I got my ass beat a lot. Like, they were trying to beat me out the gym. And a part of it, I think back and it's like, it's so messed up. You're underage, you're still a teenager. I'm thinking about 15 when I'm sparring 30-year-olds trying to knock me out. And it's like, damn, like, that's child abuse. But then when I started competing, it's like, that made me who I was. I knew I could tough it out.
Everything pink. Ballet since I was 3 years old. Girl Scouts, like I think I took like an etiquette class. It was always very noticeable that she wanted me to be like a girly girl, proper dancer, elegant, feminine, graceful, and that doesn't really align with like fighting, like for fun.
A lot of the times I just didn't have time to wash my hair, so that's why I started braiding it, because it was just easy. And shampoo and whatever, and I remember once he was like, you don't look like a lawyer, you look like a Peloton instructor.
There was times that I was like, all right, I'm gonna switch out my shorts, I'm gonna try to wear like a tighter sweatpants, maybe just for the comfort of it. Or I'm gonna show a little more arms, because if you're working out, it's summertime, it gets hard to work out with baggy clothes. Then it's to the point that you got men making comments to you. So then, you know, it made me feel like, damn, I feel a little ashamed. Like I feel a little disgusted. It messes with your self-conscious. Like, am I giving out signs, or if I'm doing something wrong, like what's wrong with me?
I want people to see me as a boxer. That's it. Like, I'm here to train. I'm here to put in the work. I work just as hard as the guys.
It's been difficult for me to have somebody focus on what I'm focused about and to be serious on what I'm serious about. Even though I'm a female, they look at me like, whatever, she's a female. They go see another direction.
When I go to the gym, it's the same thing as I go to work. I'm going just for A, B, and C. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to hang out. I don't want to go nowhere.
It's actually funny because people see that I box and they think that means that I like violence in relationships, or that, you know, and I, no.
There was one time where I went to like a martial arts supply store because I needed new headgear for sparring, and they were just so taken aback that I actually wanted headgear. Even when we were checking out, at one point I pulled out my gloves to show him, and he looked at them and he saw that they weren't new, like they had a little wear and tear. He turns to like his guy friends behind the desk and he goes, "She actually uses them. Like she actually wears these." And I was like, "I've told you for the past like 20 minutes that I train."
I'm an elite athlete. Like I've trained in Olympic camps all over the world, Olympic centers. For you to tell me I'm not throwing a jab right? Tell me your resume. Why should I listen to what you're saying? And then you become the bitch after you said no, no, no. Like it's messed up. But that's the world we live in.
I think a huge part of the problem and why we are so backwards is women of the previous generation, I find, tend to be resentful because they think that we have more rights. And that sucks because women should be supporting each other.
When I had my son, it was like so many people counted me out. And it was like, oh, she done, she had a baby, that's it, she not gonna do nothing with her life. And it was like, is that the example I'm giving my kid? There's men, athletes, whether professional, amateur, elite, Olympic, they can have a child and still go train with no like, oh my God, you know, I'm not there, I'm not doing this, I'm missing that, because the mother's always there.
We as female, we go through a lot with inside our body, and men don't know what we go through half of the time. They don't know how we feel.
Thank God the bell rang. And I went back to my corner, I was like, but you can't show it because it's another man. And he'll be like, oh, I dropped the...
Where do you go to school?
Barnard.
So you might want me. I'm a former world ranked professional
Well,
boxer.
see, my issue is that it's actually about female boxers.
You're doing something masculine, you want to be a man, and you want to act and do the things that men do. There's so much wrong with that because boxing isn't something that only men do. Dating women isn't something that only men do, and we still have a lot of backwards ideals about what masculinity and femininity are and how they manifest in the relationships we have, how we view ourselves.
Actually, like, why you like that? Why you dress like that? And why you always around men and not females? And I'm like, I guess I don't know. You know, like that's how I dress. I feel comfortable wearing this, and I feel comfortable wearing that.
The moment someone makes you feel uncomfortable without your permission is the moment you have to say something. So you have to bring out that dog in you. You have to be kind of bitchy, and then you're labeled as a bitch for defending yourself against a man.
They'll still say, oh, she's the greatest woman fighter, not she's one of the greatest fighters, because the threshold is supposedly so different for what men and women are capable of, like technique-wise and things like that, which is not true.
It's not fair that the men can go much longer than a female, and I just feel like us female, we got more to prove, we got more to show while we're in there, so why not give us a chance or a shot? Because we very entertaining as us female boxers, we very entertaining just like the males.
Women athletes are a little bit underrated in my eyes. All right, they work just as hard as the men, maybe harder. They got something to prove a little bit more, and that's why it's always good to have a good athlete in the gym that's a female.
I think men get insecure very easily when they're intimidated by a woman, whether it's because they're smart, because they're pretty. I don't think men have been taught how to deal with insecurity.
We don't get much notice as female doing sports. We don't get much notice like a male, and I just feel like, you know, it's a little wrong. They should look at it more. Females are strong. Females can do this, and females can do that better than a male. No offense to the males, but we're strong. We're way strong.
My son is 9 months. I came back from having him. I won the gloves in a lighter weight class, and it didn't look like I skipped a beat. But as a mother, you look at it and it's like your kid is growing up in the gym, and you're not doing those you're not doing those things that a normal mom would do. Like, you don't feel like you're dedicating enough time to that kid. So it was like, all right, I was happy I won, but then it's like, at what cost? No matter what culture you come from, you're the head of a household. Even if there's a man in the house, who runs everything? The woman. Who cooks, who cleans, who takes care of the kids, who makes sure that the man is all right. Well, where is that for the woman? That support, that luxury, because that is a luxury.
My femininity and some of the grace that I might have learned in ballet plays a large role into how I fight, because it can be like a dance sometimes.
I guess I'm feminine inside. Like, once you get to know me, I'm feminine inside. I might not look feminine in the outside, but I'm feminine inside.
For me, a beautiful woman is also a strong woman. There's beauty in many different ways, and to be able to hold yourself with your head up high and like, oh yeah, I could beat someone's ass and still look good.
To me, feminine is choosing your womanhood and representing it in the best way that you can be as an individual.
My father wanted me to fight for Puerto Rico, and I brought back a gold medal. That pride is like, you feel that self-worth. Not like you were trying to prove people wrong, but it's like, damn, I did this for my island. I did this for people back in the Bronx, for women back in the Bronx. Not only like other single parents, but like women that were told, oh, you're not gonna do nothing. And it's not even that, it's you're not expected to do anything. So that mentality is drilled into me. I don't know if it will ever go away, but I constantly feel like I gotta constantly prove myself.
No, you took too long. Yeah, something like that. You get it. Let go of that right hand. Right hand. Yeah. You'll catch it. Boom. Yeah. You see? Remember, never think that you can't, because you can.